Bonjour everyone, welcome back to another episode of little diecast showcase here. Today's theme, thought I'd show you some of my heavy Chevy diecasts. So basically I'm going to be looking at pretty much any type of larger model Chevys. They're going to be retro. They're going to be mostly big bodies, basically. I'm going to show you several different diecast brands as well. Nothing unheard of or obscure, but we'll start off with the following, which is definitely casting I was happy to see released. I think it came out 2 years ago, maybe 2020. But let's check it out. So got here the nice Chevy Impala or Chevy Caprice two-door by Matchbox. So basically, this is the type of vehicle that I find really enjoyable, especially to use with dioramas or things of the sort. Do have really nice proportions. I like the stance. It seems obviously a bit lower than stock. This specific iteration of the casting does have the steelies with hubcaps. Nice front and chrome. Nice deep burgundy color as well. A little bit more on the rosy side than the brownish side, but nonetheless. Here's your rear end. It says a 2018 copyright, so I'm assuming actually was released 2019. Very shiny chrome on the rear as well, just begging for a little bit of red for those rear lights. Nice tan interior. Obviously steering wheel is far from the best, but again, dollar car. For $1, I find this was quite the heavy hitter when it came out. So yeah, we'll start there. Next one is actually the same model, but it's actually a variation in color. I don't pick up variations in color, as I've mentioned before, too often. But this one just had I find it completely different style in views of the different wheels, which in this case are the knockoff 3 spokes, and the fact that the base, instead of being chromed, is actually a beigeish gray. So you can see there the details there. Caprice Classic 75. Same casting details, same decal on the side, but a nice gold metallic. Same tan interior. But I really enjoy this casting, kind of Malaise era American vehicles. You know, the last decade, pretty much within the last decade of those land yachts that were really popular when gas prices were extremely low and definitely not something people were paying too much attention to. Next off, I'll show you another Matchbox, same wheel setup but completely different car. Got a nice Chevelle Convertible from Matchbox once more. Those same 3-spoke knockoff style wheels. This one's actually got a really nice deco, I find. I love that stripe on the side. A little bit more orange than the red of the interior. Interior is not badly rendered. I mean, it's nothing to cry home about, but it's not bad. Nice clear windscreen. I like the front end. It's not my favorite front end. I do prefer the 70 with the quad headlights as opposed to this 71, 72 style front, but you know, I like the fact that they did include the indicators, which makes adding detail a little bit less strenuous. One less step needs to be taken. Rear end is quite fine. Nice casting details as well. Again, just begging to be detailed. But yeah, it's a really nice casting. It's one of those cars, basically. I I really don't mind larger cars in a larger American older cars in a convertible form. Like I wouldn't go convertible on a Mustang, a Camaro, a Cuda or something like that, but something that's bigger, a Pontiac Bonneville, or like a Chevelle or an Impala or something like that. I mean, especially at Cadillacs, gotta love Eldorados. So I really don't have a problem there with those type of vehicles in convertible form. Like literally, gives a real yachting experience out of the land yacht. All right, so let's move on forward with a few Hot Wheels. So Hot Wheels. First one I'm going to show you is probably one of my favorite muscle cars of all time. I'm talking about this 68 Chevy Nova. The 68 to 70 Chevy Nova is really a body style I love. My dad's best friend had a 70 Nova, nice dark blue one. Kind of this type of wheel setup, not staggered wheel size, but tire size. Yeah, this one's a thrift store find, so you'll notice on the roof that there's bubbling of the paint and a bunch of scratches. But besides that, it's held up pretty well. Look at the front end there. No chips on the edges or anything like that. Everything's beautiful. From the side, it looks literally like a blister pull. I like the detailing on this side as well. You've got the door handle that's chrome or silver. You've got the SS and 350 badges to indicate it's a 350 cubic inch. It's repeated on the back. Huge 350, a little bit oversized in my humble opinion. Now these rear lights are probably colored in by someone, but not a terrible job. But I will be touching those up since they're already done with a fresh coat of Sharpie ink. So make sure that we get all the corners. I bought myself a nice kit of finer tipped Sharpies, so I'm gonna take that to full advantage. Now I'll confess that this is definitely not my favorite variation of this casting, although I love the casting. I find the black flames are kind of gaudy. Maybe just 2 stripes would have been better with the lower stripe on the bottom, but I don't know. Flames are a little bit too much, but it's kind of like a Halloween car, I guess. Yeah, so a nice little vehicle. Show the base, 2008 copyright, so 2009 release of the casting. This is probably a few years newer than that. And a quick note on the wheels, I do love these OH5s. I find they suit muscle cars really well, and actually they're probably some of my favorite wheels from Hot Wheels for the main line, because they kind of seem to fit everything. Be it a CRX or this Nova or the Mercedes A-Class casting that was released 2 years back. I mean, any of those, they look all great on these wheels. So kudos to Hot Wheels on that front. All right, next one is going to be a little bit different, but this is something, this is a casting that I really enjoy, and a lot of people I know enjoy. It's the 70 Chevelle wide body. Definitely a casting that's had a multitude of variations since its release a few years back. This specific one is from a Nightburners pack, I believe a 2018 Nightburners pack, if I'm not mistaken. Nice, cool, fairly retro deco on the sides with the Hot Wheels El Segundo, California, the offices of Hot Wheels in Cali. You've got the Coney number 70. This here, what is this here? Is this something that's real or it's something that's just made up? Let's double check. Roy. I don't know who Roy is, but his name's on the side. So I like the casting details on this thing, you know, with the protruded hood pins, you know, that black lip on the bottom that really gives it a kind of like a AAR, you know, kind of like a period race car, basically a Trans Am car or whatnot. Iconic 4 headlight front. One of my favorite model years of the Impala for sure. Oh, sorry, the Impala. My apologies, the Chevelle. But not quite my favorite. I'll show you my favorite in a few couple minutes there after I show you the details of this casque, because there are a lot of really cool details. I love the roll cage in the back. Love that wing as well. Really, you know, really like a pro mod car basically. Very cool stuff. Got the Hot Wheels flame in the back. Somebody named Sabrina also has her name there, seemingly. So hi Sabrina, shout out to you. Shout out to Roy as well. Interior is chrome on this one. Shifter kind of looks like a King can to me, but that's just me. Single seat. You know, this is something I really like when they actually make a race car and just go ahead and make it a race car and don't just put a regular interior in it. I mean, you've even got all the little rivets on the roof to hold in the, I'm assuming is a Lexan windshield. Same for the windows behind the B-pillar. Really a lot of cool little details basically. Side exit exhaust, which obviously you can't go wrong. No idea what the engine is. Is it a 454 or a 427? Is it potentially LS? I don't know. Vortec turbo, who knows? But yeah, it's the kind of car that you'd imagine going down the track and creating ruckus. So very cool casting. Obviously, it's definitely a race car more than the others that I've shown so far. Now, speaking of Chevelles and my favorite body style, model year and whatnot for the Chevelle, this would definitely be it. 69 Chevelle in a cool white with blue stripe livery. Another thrift store find. Again, you've got those OH5s on. Actually, no, those are J5s. Very cool vehicle. You've got the Chevy and the Chevy bow tie and the Goodyear logo on the side. The SS396 badging on the front fender. The side indicators done. Same in the rear, and the Hot Wheels flame on the C pillar in this case. Maybe a B pillar if it's a pillarless coupe. I'm not sure. Accurately reproduced rear. Nice view with the big diff on the bottom and what seems to be narrowed rear. That fits very well. Obviously, same thing on this side as well. You know, nothing changes from one side to the other. Camera's having a hard time focusing. There we go. And my favorite part of this car, the front end, which I find epic. You'll notice there's some paint missing, so. But, yeah, quad lights, but you've got that slanted front end styling, which I really enjoy. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite body style. Plus, I mean, the stance is awesome. Sits super low, which is awesome. And yeah, so cool little Chevy Chevelle of my favorite model year. To follow it up, and in the same color scheme, another Impala, another Hot Wheels, but we got a 62. Same color scheme, What's cool about this is that I actually got both of these cars in the same thrift store lot that I purchased, so that is pretty cool. Again, really cool low ride height. You know, you've got great lines on this car, very 1960s. Big PR5s. It's not my first choice of wheels on there, but you know, it's still looking nice. Nice grille details, obviously missing paint a little bit, but hey, it's not the end of the world. Front 3/4 view looks very good. Like the blue stripe with the clean white paint. Rear end is pretty awesome. You know, I love these bubble cars, they're really cool. The only gripe I would have against the specific casting is that whopper of a steering wheel. I mean, look at this thing, it makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, besides, I mean, look, it's even worse from the rear. This thing is a little bit ridiculous, but hey, cool bench seat on that white interior. If I take this thing apart, I might make it two-tone white and blue. Get the feeling that would look cool. Let me know what you think about that idea in the comments. Alright, next Hot Wheels I'm going to show you is a bit of an oddity, at least to me. Kind of surprised Hot Wheels made this casting, but at the same time I'm really not. It's not super common, but it's what they brand as a Chevy SS. Now this Chevy SS, to give you a bit of background, it's not really a Chevy SS. This is what we call a Chevy Opal. And the Opal was an extremely popular South American specific market car. This is the sportier version. You can see the SS badge with the 4100 underneath. That was for the 4.1 liter V6. This was putting out about 140 horsepower at the time. So definitely not the powerhouses that we'd see in North America at the same time. But it's a really cool style of car, I find. Kind of reminds me of Australian styled cars, but without the big V8s, basically. This was it was 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder in this car. There was no V8 option on the stock vehicle. I'm pretty sure a bunch of people, be it Brazilians, Argentinians, or whatnot, probably stuffed some V8s under several of these hoods, but yeah, in stock form it's not. So yeah, J5s with the yellow ring to match the yellow hockey stripe on the side, yellow Hot Wheels flame on the back, black interior. Yeah, it really looks like a Holden. It really looks like a Holden of the same vintage. This is probably 73, 74, something like that. It's definitely reminiscent of a Holden, but a very cool car. I'll show you the base quick. 2011 copyright. Yeah, Chevrolet SS. It's an Opala, but I believe they would not have been able to use the name Opala because I know that a Argentinian diecast collection was already using it, and I think they claimed copyright before this casting came out. So part of the Unforgettable Vehicles line, which I won't try to say in Spanish because my Spanish is no está bien. Let's just say that. All right. Next up, we will go ahead and be uplifted here with this beautiful Chevy Blazer. So this is post square body Blazer, kind of like what Ford did with the Bronco 2, Chevy did with the Blazer, leaving the square body alone and making it more compact. with smaller engines to basically stay with the times if we're talking about the required fuel economy. So this specific version is part of the 100 Years Chevy Truck series that I have 3 other members of, and I've shown that in my What's in the Bag video that you can find in the video list. So this bad boy is lifted. It's got the gold beadlock off-road style wheels, and it's a very old casting. I mean, this casting is started in the 90s if I'm not mistaken. So you've got a little push bar in front, you've got a tow cable, fog lights on the roof, a bunch of stuff, tools and bags and things as part of the top canopy there. Yellow glass, black interior, nice Chevrolet script casted into the rear deck lid. Pretty nice casting details. I like the paint job on this one. The base green color is one of the colors I really like from Hot Wheels. It's a little bit more olive than the one on the Chevy SS that we just looked at. The stripes are super 80s, which is really cool. Gives it a nice retro look. Yeah, nice little truck. Let's flip that around. Yeah, so copyright 83. So not 90s, 80s, 83, and reissue 2015. And this series actually came out in 2017, so there probably was a couple variations before this specific one and was reissued in 2015. But honestly, I did not research that before making this video, because as you know, my videos are off the cuff. You know, I just, when I have a moment and I have an idea, I just go ahead and treat you guys to a small portion of my collection. I'll keep doing so as long as I'm collecting, hopefully. So next one is definitely something that's not, is it actually something that's, you know, it's not, it's different, you know, it's definitely a heavy Chevy, but maybe not per the, what the expression would entail. So this is a Maesto out of the Maesto design series, and yeah, it's a little bit different as mentioned before. Bear with me here, I'm just trying to, a little bit of a spot there on the truck, but there we go. So a Tri-5 flatbed from Maesto. It's part of a tow and go series of Maesto design vehicles, so more upscale than the regular Maestos. That was pretty cool. This set came with a 49 Merc convertible in the same type of color scheme, but I'm reserving that one for either a Mercury episode or a Maesto episode. I don't know which one you guys would prefer. You can let me know in the comments. But yeah, so 24-hour towing. This thing's fully detailed, plastic base, metal body. Really nice front end with nice tampos for the headlights. The Chevy period Chevy logo, very well reproduced. The grill's not bad either. I love the wheels on this. The wheels are epic. Wheels are definitely epic. Steelies with the white walls, wide white walls. This little detailing for the little side indicators. The handles for the back. Don't have dually wheels, unfortunately. Some of them do, but you know, we got the transmission, drive shaft and diff painted in silver. We do have rubber tires. Here's the rear. Oh my, Chevy's going on a roll there. can see the All Stars license plate in the back, which was a long-standing series, like a premium series from Maesto. Don't know if they still use the All Star moniker though. Nice checkerboard on the bed, which does actually move. It's a little bit rough, but it's a plastic bed and it's tight there, so it's not going anywhere. Got the nice little like Spectraflame red cherry on the top of the flatbed. Interior wise, not a whole lot to mention. I mean, there's not a whole lot to see. It's black interior, bench seat, steering wheel is well done, although we can't really see it that well. Try and get you a better view, but yeah, so no opening parts, but you know, moving bed. Pretty cool truck. I like it. Last but not least, jump into a premium car. Definitely the definition of a heavy Chevy. So 1967 Chevy Impala. Basically this is a very long car, very wide car, and this specific one has a really nice two-tone paint job, with the lower part being super dark gray. See more there, like kind of like gunmetal gray almost. Cortez silver on top. Repeat of that theme on the hood. The hood was an opening hood, but I'll be honest with you, this one got damaged during one of my moves, and one of the hinges of the hood broke. So as to maintain the hood in place and make sure I don't lose it, I glued on the hinge that was broken, but that led to the hood no longer opening. Mind you, there was a broken wheel as well. You can unfortunately see a little bit of remnant of paint, glue between the spoke there. I'll get that cleaned up eventually, but yeah, but this is a really nice body style, nice model. Like the wheels, you know, they look like American racing wheels, not the torque thrust, but different model American racing wheels. Obviously, being a Greenlight, detailing is fully done. Custom plate with the My 427. I find it's kind of cool. SS badge. Lights, as you can see, are very well done. Everything's good, accurate, and you know, you got the little logo, Chevy V8 logo on the side here. Here's your front end. Detailed grille, little indicators on the lower part of the bumper, one being bigger than the other from what I can notice here. Kind of funny. And red guts, which is always cool. Unfortunately, the steering wheel is mounted in a very, I don't know how the heck you'd get your legs under there. You'd have to kind of like put them around, but it's not broken. It was cast like that. And this is an older Greenlight casting anyways, so there's big positives to the older Greenlight casting. As you can see, copyright 2005. And this was out of the GL Muscle series of the time. I mean, you know, they don't have the same quality control issues. I mean, the casts aren't as well, especially the interior, they aren't as accurate, but there's way less quality control issues. So there you go, put that on the flatbed. So yeah, on that I will let you go. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Click that thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe for future uploads, and comment with any type of feedback that you may have. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or week. Until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.